The first thing I'm going to do is they want a light straight up above this kitchen sink, and I want to center it. So I've got a couple cabinets here and I've got the sink here, and I want to center it in this opening. So I'm going to take a couple measurements here to see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to measure the sink first. 16 and a half is the center. I'm just going to put a little mark on it, and I'm going to measure in between these cabinets is 40 and a half, so 20 and a quarter is the center. I'm going to put a mark up here on the ceiling, I guess, 20 and a quarter. I'm going to go up here on the ceiling, and let's see if I can resituate that a little bit. We go up here. I'm going to measure up here 40 and a quarter up here. Okay, so 20 and an eighth. I want to put a mark up here at 20 and an eighth. And it's kind of close to that hole. There was an existing light fixture here, and this is where the wire came down. I know there's a ceiling joist over here. Okay, and what I thought initially, the joist might be in the way, because I've got the can here. The can, they give you a nice little template. Here's the template for a 5-inch remodel housing, and when I measured it, it's 5.5. So that's 2. What is that? 2 3/4 from the center. So I've got that. 2 3/4 is over to there. Now I don't know if that's going to hit the stud or not. So what I've got, since I got that little hole up there, got a little wire. Now I'm going to push it over. Remember the extra wire that I had up here? I save all my pieces because I can always use it for probes and stuff. Okay, and I'm over there, and I'm just going to hold my finger right at the opening. I'm going to hold that over on the opening, and that's where the edge of the stud is, right over there. Here's the edge of the stud, see? And sometimes it's good that you check stuff out like that. You can always cut a little inspection hole or something like that. And see, I could have cut a little hole fairly close to where I knew where the light fixture was going to go, and then see where the stud is. Okay, so because when I look at these cans, here, you see with the prongs, we've got these prongs here that come out on the side. So here's where the joist would be, the ceiling joist, and these tabs can come really super close to the joist, about a 1/2 inch away. I'm glad they situated them like this, and they did that for a reason. Had they have ran this one over here and one there and one straight across, you'd have to move it away from your ceiling joist further. So I know I need about a 1/2 inch gap there, okay, for those little prongs to work. And you know I got plenty of room here now. I wasn't sure initially if I was going to. So you do your thought process again. I got 40 and a quarter, that's 20 and an eighth. We've got 20 and an eighth there, and that's the center of our can. And I have to go over at least 2 3/4 when I cut that out. And here's my joist here, and I got about 1 1/4 inches away from the edge of the joist, so I'm fine. Okay, so now the next step, I can't just cut it just yet. I'm gonna get the center of the sink, and I might even pull it out a little bit closer to the front edge, not too much closer. Now see, if I measure the whole counter, get out here the whole counter. The whole counter is 24 inches, so the center is going to be 12 inches. If I could actually move the light out maybe a couple inches further than that.
Yeah, you got it against a lip.
Yeah, okay, I got it on the lip here. You're right. So if you want to measure the whole wall, see from there I got 24, but actually the wall there is 25 and a half. Okay, so even at that point, if I want to get a little bit out away from the center, I can go about 14 inches or so. That's the sheetrock wall there. Okay, so 14 inches. How's that sound, Uncle Eddie?
It sounds right.
14 inches or so. I think that'll be fine. You just don't want to get the light too far back this way, because then you're going to throw a slight shadow. Not a whole lot. I mean, we go 14 inches. That should be fine. Okay, so we come back up here. We know this back wall is the same wall as where we just measured. And I'm going to come out 14 inches. Right there. Okay. Double check that. Get up there, 14 inches. Now I can transfer this line out there, and that's going to be where the center of my can's going to go. Follow that. Make sure, because you got all these other marks, make sure that's right. Because see, I got 20 and an eighth. 20 and an eighth, and 20 and an eighth is 40 and a quarter. And that's what I measured across here. Boom, that's exactly where the can's going to go.